Welcome back for round 4 of the 2022 MidEast Racing Series here at Strangers Ranch in Lawrence, South Carolina. The weather is looking absolutely perfect for race day. At 9 a.m. it felt a little brisk as the sun was coming up, but once the flag was waved it was a nice 60 degrees. Even though the race day seemed to be in perfect conditions, it didn't help the fact that we had a monsoon during the week prior. And boy did that show up in the bottoms, leaving mud everywhere with standing puddles, so we would be in for a show for sure. On road number 1, after Peach Smash overall victory, Cayden Johnson is looking to stay out in front and grow his overall points lead. Lennox Riley has been on the heels of Cayden Johnson for every race this year. Will it be his first win of the season? And with Cole Burley rounding out the Super Mini Class podium so far on the year, he's also looking forward to another win after getting a taste of it at Harris Bridge. Cayden fires off first and looks to be the first to the hay bale, but Lennox Riley swings wide and takes the whole shot. Lennox is in the wood, followed closely by Cayden Johnson and Cole Burley. In the intermediate mini, TJ Brown and Ethan Harwell have been battling it out for the top spot. Both have won a race this year, and we are looking forward to seeing these two duke it out. Paxton takes the whole shot, but Clayton Gant is the first into the woods, followed closely by Hunter Radcliffe and Ethan Harwell. On row 3 in the 85cc Big Wheel Division, James Jewell is pulled ahead in the points, finishing in the top 2 in every race this season. Grant Moorhead finished 3rd at the first 2 races and are looking to get a victory today. When the flag is dropped, Hayden Anderson fires off towards the hay bale, taking the whole shot. He's followed closely by Grant Moorhead and Braden Clark. At the start of lap 1, Lennox Riley is holding down first, closely followed by Cayden Johnson and Cole Burley. Lennox did fall into some trouble. Cayden, Cole, and Noah got around him in the first field section. As Lennox heads into the fields, he looks over his shoulder and sees TJ Brown closing the gap as well. At the end of lap 1, it's still a tight race. Cole Burley is in the lead with Cayden Johnson only 5 seconds behind him, and Noah McGraw 3 seconds after that. TJ Brown made the pass on Lennox and finishes lap 1 slightly ahead. Ethan Harwell crosses only 9 seconds after TJ. In the 85cc big wheel division, at the end of lap 1, top 3 riders are fender to fender through the gate, with Grant Moorhead in the lead, followed closely by James Doolin and Kane Martin. In the 85 big wheel class, there's for sure a battle brewing. The top 3 spots were swapped the entire race. James Doolin, after making his way into first, unfortunately ran into issues on the 4th lap, having to retire early. Grant ran into some trouble and Kane made the pass and pushed for the win. Grant followed only 2 minutes behind. For the last 4 laps, Braden Clark secured the class podium in the 3rd place position. TJ Brown was absolutely on fire today. He ran the fastest lap time of the day, only beating Cole Burley by a mere 2/5 seconds. After claiming first place on the first lap, he never looked back. He held first until the checkered flag. Ethan Hartwell and Hunter Radcliffe swapped 2nd and 3rd midway through the race. Lap 3 through 5, they were only a few seconds apart. Ethan was able to push the gap and held 2nd place for the last 3 laps. Hunter finished rounding out the podium. Cole Burley and Noah McGraw were battling out together after Cayden ran into issues on lap 2. In the first half of the race, they were neck and neck, swapping first place and 2nd. Noah unfortunately ran into issues on lap 5, pushing him back into 8th place. Cole never stopped pushing, though. He held first for the rest of the race. This was the first time Cole Burley made the overall podium finish. So a huge congratulations to him on his first overall victory. Cayden Johnson, after having issues on the 2nd lap, found his pace again and caught back up to the pack. By lap 5, he had made his way back into 2nd place, closing the gap to Cole by almost 1 minute. Cayden finished out the race in 2nd place. After the first lap, Lennox Riley found his pace and moved up to 3rd place, where he held that position for the remainder of the race. And for another first time, Caleb Wood on the 414 machine would come all the way back from the 5th row in the 85cc 12-13 division and would end up rounding out your podium.
How was the race, man?
It was good, it was a little muddy.
Heck yeah, is that your first overall?
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah, how'd you get in the lead?
Well, me and Noah McGraw battled out there pretty much the whole race, but ended up making a couple mistakes, and then once I got out front, I just tried my hardest to stay up there.
Heck yeah, man, you started pulling away when you got in the lead.
Yeah, second to last lap, I got stuck in a hole, and then I just had to try my hardest to get as much of the lead as I could, and it worked.
Heck yeah, man, well, great race.
Thank you.
How's the race today, man?
It's good.
You were almost there on time for a little bit, you fell a little back. What happened?
The mud holes was getting bad.
It's getting gnarly.
How'd you do?
Third overall.
You got third overall, right?
Yeah.
Was that your first one?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? How was the race?
It was muddy, but it was really, really fun.
Yeah? It looked like you guys were having a blast out there.
Yeah.
Yeah? Congratulations, man.
Thank you.